Wanted to share something that I'm working on. Now, the issue here is I wanted to share something that we're working on at Better Legal. The reason I'm sharing this is because this is probably something that a lot of people deal with, and that's just that we are the entire 9 years I've been running this business. We've always been bottom of the funnel. Marketing wise, it's we grew up trying to get people at the bottom of the funnel through Google Ads, and we've always spent a lot of money on Google Ads. We've really struggled to get people higher in the funnel before they are before they're actually ready to purchase, and then nurturing them through the process. And so, as our competitors have really gone down to commoditize this whole market, where it's $0 filings. Now, the $0 is really not real. They say $0 because they're spending $500, $700 to get the customer in the door. They're not giving away a free LLC filing. So they do what I call opt out fees. So that is because of the nature of our business, where we have to pay the Secretary of State for the filing. So it's Colorado $50, Texas is $300, Florida is $125. What they're doing is, because they've got your credit card, they're saying it's $0, but hey, we got to collect $125 for the Florida Secretary of State fee. And then they start just tacking on subscriptions. Now, the way they do it is free trials. So it's, 30-day free trial for this, 30-day free trial for that, 90-day free trial for this, 6-month free trial for this, 100 or 1 year free trial for that. Before you know it, you've got 6 trials that you never ever wanted or even really understand. But because you clicked next, and because you didn't read the footer, there's a little asterisk, and because you didn't go all the way to the footer and read it, they're capturing it, and they're just getting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars from people that think that they're getting free filings, or they're upselling people and then they're stacking these things. So I don't really think it's an honest way of doing business. So that's why we charge our $299, and then our subscription fees are very reasonable, and we make sure that everybody knows that they're paying these, or as much as we can. So, but the problem is we're struggling to compete with, if you're typing in, get an LLC in Texas or Wyoming or Florida or whatever, if you see $0, $0, $0, $0, $299, why are you going to choose us? So it's becoming increasingly difficult to capture someone. Now, there are people that do understand. They've used our competitors in the past. They understand the game, or they compare and contrast, and they look at like the multi-year cost. I feel like we capture those people because they know free is not actually free. But for people that are kind of new to this, they see free, Google's free, Gmail's free, ChatGPT is free. All these things are free, and everybody thinks that free is free. My Instagram account is free. They don't realize that there's an underlying cost. So what we're going to try to do to capture these people earlier in the funnel is I'm creating what I'm calling a founder dashboard. And that is, before you're ready to actually create your LLC, I want to provide you tools to get your business going. Because in reality, I want to, if you file an LLC and then you're out of business next year, I don't want to see that. One, because I want to see more small businesses thrive. But two, I can't charge you for a recurring subscription for registered agent service or state compliance service if you go out of business next year. Same with the other guys, except the other guys have stacked on so many fees that if they just keep pumping in money into the advertising and they keep that equilibrium, the churn, the new customers offset the churn. So what I want to do is help create more long-term businesses and more long-term customers, and build relationships, and provide tools like the contract analysis tool. We're building something called Gov AI, which I'll talk about in a second. But anyway, so this effort is to get people higher in the funnel and help them with their businesses, and help them educate, and give them free tools and free education. So by the time they're ready to purchase, hopefully they feel that, we've provided a lot of goodwill towards them, that they want to buy from us. And the company that really got me on that is Duolingo. Duolingo gave me a lot of free lessons before I got addicted to it. And then I paid for the year subscription. And so now I practice more and more every day, and I spend probably 30 minutes a day practicing French because they weaned me onto this. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is the setup. We have this just start checklist, which is like, here's all the things you need to do, create social accounts and like talk about your business before you even really get started, figure out what people want, blah, 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 blah. So we have this little checklist and we have these activities so you can say, yes, this is done, this is done. And then I kind of want to develop a streak. That's not really done yet. Then we have these discounts. So we've collected and partnered a ton of discounts, upwards of $50,000, I think close to $60,000 worth of discounts. And basically, we're going to give everybody $5,000 worth of discounts just by signing up for this founder dashboard. And these are the things that are like the core things to get your business off the ground. That's like, 3 months of QuickBooks for 50% off, $500 Google Ads up to, I think, $1,200. It depends on how much you spend. It's kind of like a spend 500, get 500 situation. Get these ads going so you can like see the customers coming in and like talk about that. Free website. So things that are like the core things to set up your business are these $5,000 in discounts. And then once you're ready to kind of get to the next level, you buy an LLC from us. So it's just $299 plus a state filing fee. And then we unlock the other $45,000 in discounts. Then we have the legal AI, which is the contract analysis tool. And this is so you can basically check to see any contracts that you're signing with others, whether they hurt you or not. A lot of times it's not necessarily you're going to redline it and they're going to like go back and forth and back and forth. It might be more that, should I sign this document? Yes or no? Like maybe this is just a bad deal and I don't, let them screw someone else. And then with this, I want to evolve into something where, if you've got 10 contracts uploaded into this, you can start to ask questions and say like, hey, I want to do this. Does it conflict with anything else? Or when does that renewal happen for this? When does this contract go to monthly, renewal or something along those lines? Education is all the YouTube videos that we've got, which I don't think enough. We've got a ton of videos and they're starting to get thousands of views and a lot of comments that are just like, this is awesome. This is what I was looking for. I couldn't find it anywhere. Like things like how to sign a contract. So we're going to put these in one place and we're going to kind of incentivize you to watch these. And the more you watch, the more of a discount you're going to get on this $299. So that's kind of the deal is we want you to be successful. The stories, I've been working on a newsletter for about a year. I've been sending a weekly newsletter email out, which basically talks about a specific company and a story about a company. It's kind of all over the place. I'm starting to get to like a monthly theme. But we've got about 52 of these now. And so I want people to be able to read all of these. And every time you click or watch or whatever, you will get, a check mark and that'll kind of put towards your business. And so we can start looking and saying like, you worked this much towards your business. If we know you watched certain videos or looked at certain briefcase diaries issues, we know what we know where you're lacking. And so maybe we have quizzes and we say, this is the information that you've watched or read. Do you actually know this information? And then finally chat. This is actually going to be, what I call Gov AI. I'm still trying to figure out how to name these things. Like, is this legal AI? Is this contract AI? Is this Gov AI? But what Gov AI is going to be is we are currently downloading all of the corporate code from every single state. So Texas corporate code, California corporate code. Once you tell us in the setup what state you're in, that you're working from and you live in, and which was likely the state that you're going to form your LLC or corporation in, unless you're going to raise money in whatever, which I don't recommend. And once we kind of know your state and we know what type of business you are, are you a jewelry business, a baker, whatever, you can start chatting with your state corporate code. So you can say like, hey, is there anything I need for this or anything I need for that? I don't understand this. I don't understand that. And you can talk directly with it. But then you match that with the legal AI and we know what state you're in. We can start doing things. So this is very early version. This is going to be like V1. But this is our effort to try to get more people for free in the front door with education, to-do lists, like blueprints on how to be successful, the legal AI, and discounts. So just wanted to share because it's something that we're working on, and trying to figure out how to ratchet up to that next level. We do about $2 million a year in revenue. We've got about $1 million in ARR. How do we get to $2 million in ARR? How do we get to $5 million in revenue? So that's the idea.